In this exercise, we're going to learn how to add file information to our images, including copyright info. Now, I'd like you to go ahead and press Control-Tab, assuming that you have all of these images open, until you see the image called beigebeauty.jpg. Now, one of the things to bear in mind when looking at images on screen is that not all zoom levels, that is, the level at which it is magnified on screen, not all zoom levels are treated equally. Right now, I'm looking at my image at 16.7%. Anytime you see a decimal like that, you can bet that pixels are getting dropped and you're going to see a jagged version of your image. Better to view the image at 25% or 50% or 100%, one of the even zoom levels. And in order to magnify my image to one of those better zoom levels, I'm going to go to the View menu. And I'm going to choose Zoom In. And that's going to take me to the 25% zoom level, which looks a heck of a lot better on screen. Now, this window covers the other ones, but that's not a problem. Because we know about Control-Tab, we can easily switch from one image to another. All right, with Beige Beauty open and in front here, I'm going to go to the File menu, and I'm going to choose the File Info command down here. And notice that it has a big keyboard shortcut, Control-Shift-Alt-I. Or Command-Shift-Option-I on the Mac. That means press all of those modifier keys plus I at the same time, in case you're curious. All right, I'm just going to choose the command to display the big old File Info dialog box. And the reason I bring this dialog box to your attention so early on in this series is because it's exceedingly useful for providing information about yourself along with your photographs. The thing is, your photos are going to find their way out into the larger world somehow, whether you decide to post them to Flickr or share them with other people, or you just give them to someone and that someone gives them to someone else and somehow they proliferate. That happens. Images get out there. And if they get out there without any file info, then nobody has any idea who you are. If you just take a moment to enter some file information about your best and brightest photographs, then people can get back to you, including phone numbers and so on. There's all kinds of info you can enter. What I've got entered in here is the very essential information about the photographer who captured this photograph, who, as I was saying in a previous exercise, her name is Alexandra Alexis, and she provides images through iStockPhoto.com, and this is her URL right there. That's her web address, and here's a little information about her. She's in Belgrade, Serbia. And here is the file number that you can locate this image at iStockPhoto.com. Most importantly, I have marked this image as copyrighted so that folks know that it's a copyrighted image and who holds that copyright. And all you need to do is change this setting right here, copyright status, from unknown to copyrighted, and then go ahead and enter in your copyright information. And in order to enter this information right here, particularly the copyright symbol on the Mac is as simple to get to as pressing Option G. G is in golly, Y is a G for copyright. Dunno, but that's the way it is. On the PC, you have to press and hold the Alt key. With that key down, go over to the keypad on the right side of your keyboard and dial in this code, 0169, and then release the Alt key. Don't press 0169 all at the same time. You dial it in like you're entering a combination for, your garage door or something. Again, that's Alt 0169, release the Alt key. And you have to dial in 0169 on your numerical keypad when the numlock key is active. I know, it's just the weird way it works, but that's how it goes. And then you enter, of course, a date, typically a year, actually, and then the name of the copyright holder, or if you prefer, a company, that kind of thing. All right, well, that's basically all there is to it. Then, when you click OK, you assign this file information to the image. Now, I'm going to tell you one more thing about this file information. It falls into a category of info called metadata. That is data that's heaped on top of the colored pixels that make up the image. So this is ancillary data that's saved along with the photograph. Anyway, when you click OK, you assign all that information to the image. Then, when you go up to the File menu and choose the Save command, that's when you actually save that data along with the image. It's a good habit to get into. You don't have to do it with your photographs. It's just a good idea. And I will show you more about metadata In the next chapter, when we talk about the bridge, in the next exercise, we're going to learn how to navigate inside of a photograph that's open inside of Photoshop.